Los Angeles Rams versus Miami Dolphins reaction video. I just finished watching the Rams versus Dolphins, and I got to say, have I ever seen a quarterback play as bad in a half as Jared Goff did? That was, look, I'm not saying Jared Goff is a bad quarterback, but you know it, Rams fans. I mean, this defense, it's odd because what was the final score? 28-17 at the end of the game. This defense in a 28-17 game did enough to win. It was the offense and special teams, man. Every time I looked up, I mean, Goff was either fumbling or throwing an interception or there was a punt return for a touchdown. It just is what it is. Miami Dolphins, by the way, have been blowing through people the last few weeks. They're 4-3. A lot of people are hating on Miami to start the year because I think they went 0-2 to start the year, if memory serves. They were pretty close games and tough matchups, maybe the Patriots and Bills or something like that. But they have really been catching steam. But the interesting thing is they make the move to Tua, which I thought was really interesting. So we'll start with the Dolphins, and I'll move on to the Rams in a bit. Tua, you have to think with the Dolphins heading into their bye week at 3-3. Ryan Fitzpatrick was playing pretty well statistically and everything else. He knows the playbook. He knows Chan Gailey's system very well. He played within it for like 4 or 5 years in his career, not including this season. So I thought that Tua must be playing him off the field in the practice field, but I didn't see anything I loved from Tua today. Now, chalk it up. The Rams' defense is really good, and I thought the Rams' defense, like I said, did enough to win this game. But Tua goes 12-22 in his NFL debut, 93 yards and a touchdown. That's not really inspiring. Meanwhile, Myles Gaskin in the running game goes 18 carries for 47 yards and a touchdown. And let me say this, Rams fans, if I told you that the quarterback would be 12-22 for 93 yards and your number one running back was 18 for 47 and 2.6 yards per carry, do you think you win that game? Absolutely. To you, if you're a Rams fan, you would say, yes, that's a slam dunk victory. We'll cover the spread. And yet you lose by, 11 points at the end of the game there. Dolphins, I really respect this defense. If they didn't score twice, they at least scored once on defense. They've really been giving teams a lot of problems. They're not a team you want to sleep on. They're covering spreads like crazy as well. I like the Dolphins. I liked them last year. And the thing that their coach has them doing is playing really hard. I really respect this team. Now, the Rams, it was all about Goff, man. 2 interceptions. I think he had at least 1 fumble. Let me see. I'm digging into the stats here. I don't have the fumble. Oh, here we go. Yeah, 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions. Ouch. He was 35 of 61, but of course you have to pass the ball 60 times when they're losing by 18 points for most of the game. 355 yards, 1 touchdown. Miami's just keeping him out of the end zone, and of course those turnovers had something to do with it. Darrell Henderson, 8 carries for 47 yards, 5.9 yards per carry. Malcolm Brown adds 10 carries. That's basically the consistent guy, right? Malcolm Brad, 10 carries, 40 yards. Cam Akers adds 9 carries for 35 yards. But the run game wasn't going to be where it was today. I mean, Goff had to throw 61 times because they were losing. And why were they losing? Because Goff was turning the ball over. Cooper Kupp gets 11 catches for 110 yards. Probably the best statistics on an irrelevant stat line this week. I mean, he looked great, but again, I mean, you just couldn't punch it in the end zone. Robert Woods gets a touchdown, 85 yards and a touchdown, so good for him. Josh Reynolds, 4 catches, 44 yards. Gerald Everett, 5 catches, 32 yards. But that it is what it is. I mean, the Rams' offense, I don't want to say they weren't ready to go. Maybe they came out a little bit flat, but Miami made some stuff happen with the pressure. Maybe the players underestimated the Dolphins. You could always make that argument. But what I'll say is this. I mean, the Rams, 5-3. The last week was a better showing than this week. Everybody that probably bet the Rams coming off a loss, I stayed away from this because, one, I didn't know what Tua was. If he was better to the coaching staff than Fitzpatrick was in practice, then I didn't want anything of that line. I think Miami was getting 4 points. I didn't want anything about that. And you never know what a new quarterback's going to do. I generally don't bet those. But the Rams, they looked fine. But again, I've said this. Their wins so far this season, I believe they've beaten the Jets and the 4 teams from the NFC East. That's their 5 victories. Their schedule is going to get a lot tougher. The Miami Dolphins, meanwhile, 4-3. Los Angeles Rams, 4-3. I don't know, man. Rams fans, let me know what you're seeing. What do you think? Is their 5-3 record? Is it a fluke? Do you have concern now seeing how bad the NFC East is? And I believe, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe their other win was against the Jets. Does that cause concern? It concerns me as an NFL bettor. For the Miami Dolphins, let me know what you thought of Tua. I mean, for me, I thought the Rams defense was borderline dominant today. Just Miami didn't need their offense to score too much, and so they got a couple of short touchdowns, one from Gaskin, one from Davante Parker. I think they might even both been off the turnovers, and that was that. And it was a wrap. The Miami Dolphins are too good. I think what we did learn today, though, is the Miami Dolphins, if they have a lead, man, you can't come back on them. They get pressure, and they can generate turnovers. So good for Miami. Rams, tough loss. Comment below if you're a Rams fan. Comment below if you're a Dolphins fan. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you saw, and let me know how your teams get better going forward. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you again on another reaction soon.